Welcome to Recycled Idaho, where two recycling industry veterans, Brett Eckhart and Nick Snyder, explore Idaho businesses and organizations that are putting in the work to keep Idaho environmentally and economically viable at the same time. Take a listen to how these entrepreneurs, business owners, and operators are making things happen in the great state of Idaho.
On this Boots on the Ground, I get a walk with Joe Cheatham, the owner of Verde Auto Salvage. Make sure to check this out on our YouTube channel, and also look for our follow-up podcast where me and Brett sit down with Joe. All right, guys, on this Boots on the Ground, we're over in Ontario, Oregon with Verde Auto Salvage, and the owner, Joe Cheatham. How you doing, Joe?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. It's nice for me to finally get here. I've never actually been here. You know,
Yeah, it's good to have you over here and show you around.
One of our main guys, Jay Milligan, helped set up your crush jobs, which we're doing around here right now. I just know how to buy old cars that are gonna get crushed.
Right.
You really pull the value out of them.
Yeah, we try and recycle these parts for people to keep their vehicles on the road, So, we've got a team of people that take care of the parts. They test everything to the best of our ability. And I have an ASE certified mechanic on duty.
Okay.
And he makes sure that our other dismantlers get everything running, and so that they can test them to really find out, what is the quality of those parts before we sell them to somebody, so we can grade them correctly.
Gotcha. And does every auto salvage do that?
Not every auto salvage yard does that. Some places just, look at it, kind of look at the condition of the stuff, and then it's like take it as is, and we want people to have faith in the part they're buying. Otherwise, why would they buy a used part if they don't have any faith in it?
And where are we going into right
This is
now?
our dismantling shop right here.
Okay. Thank you.
This is where all the magic happens.
Okay, great. So your new inventory?
So yeah, when we bring the vehicles in, these guys put them on the hoist. Mm-hmm. They run the motors, put the transmissions in gear, check all the transmissions. They drain all the fluids. Look at the quality of the fluids in the engine and transmission. Remove the fuel tanks, remove all the fuel. And then we rack the good engines. We put them on shelves. Transmissions as well. The core ones we throw in a United Metal bin out there.
Okay.
And then roll the next. Then these go out to the yard to be put, in rows until we can sell miscellaneous parts off of them. And we usually keep. Some cars we'll keep for a year, some cars 3 years, some cars longer, depending on what's on them and how well they part out. And then we give them to you guys and you crush them.
I assume you kind of check your inventory. So like if you have 10 of the same car.
Oh, absolutely.
You can crush some of them.
Absolutely.
Keep the newer ones.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're constantly going through the inventory system and looking at what we have too much of and not enough of. And, it's constantly changing too, with the demand on.
Yeah.
As vehicles get older, some demand goes up on some things and demand goes down on others.
Yeah, some just become obsolete.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
And like the little I do know about it is like that is a very important aspect is keeping your inventory fresh and what you need.
For sure. Yeah. You're absolutely. You're constantly buying, constantly looking at what the demand is. There's certain vehicles. When some vehicles reach a certain age, then. Their engines, transmissions, drivetrains start to fail at a certain mileage, so then you're starting to look at vehicles that have those to replace those parts for people.
Mm-hmm. And it gives the people a lot more affordable option.
Absolutely. They're gonna on a used part, they're gonna save sometimes 50 to 150% on a used part over a new part.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's a significant savings.
Yeah. Well, great.
So when they pull the engines and the transmissions, we have a wash bay right here, state-of-the-art wash rack that we recycle all the water.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's over here is our pressure washer. They put it on here. The water goes in here into a tank back there.
Okay.
And then a company comes and pumps off that wastewater, and that wastewater is recycled. So
awesome.
all of our oil, we have a clean burn waste oil furnace up here, so we recycle all of our oil.
Okay.
And all the gasoline and diesel. We give to the employees and put in the yard rigs.
Okay, great.
So everything's recycled. We keep it green.
That's awesome.
This is the whole area. Cars waiting to be inventoried. So these vehicles are not inventoried yet. we have an inventory system. A guy comes out with a computer and inventories all the sellable parts off these vehicles before they go in the shop. And then once they're dismantled, then it goes out into the yard here.
Okay.
So
into your different rows.
To the different rows, and we try and keep them divided by make and model as best as we can. You know, when we get super full, sometimes it doesn't work out perfectly, but you know, it's mostly organized by you know, we got imports first, and we got Chrysler and so on.
Do you mix your sedans with your trucks?
Yeah, It's mostly just by manufacturers. So all the GM cars and pickups are in one row, the Ford cars and pickups are in one row. Just because, you know, the yard's, it's a big yard. It's 18 acres, but you still, you know, you can't quite, because it takes so much to move and place a car. You know, you don't want to keep moving stuff around just to organize it, because that, you know, that takes away, it costs a lot to have someone go out here and reorganize everything. So once it's put in its place, if there's an empty hole here in this row for a pickup and not in this, so they just end up kind of getting a little bit mixed up.
A little bit, yeah, that makes sense. So you said you're on 18 acres?
18 acres, yeah.
Has it always been 18 acres?
No, we started in 1983 with just 5 acres and like 200 cars. When I took over in '99, we still only had the 5 acres and 200 cars, and now we've got 18 acres and right at around 2,000 cars.
Who started it?
My dad, Earl Cheatham.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a body shop and towing business here in Ontario called Art Service. Okay. And that's how because of the towing service, that's how he started doing the wrecking yard. Started selling parts off the cars he towed in. Well, they only had 1 acre up there, and they outgrew that. So they zoned us down here. He found this 5 acre plot down here in the early 80s and started down here, and had some guys that ran it for several years before I took over.
Yeah, I love stories like that where you just show like all that hard work got it to here now.
Oh yeah,
it started with a tow truck company.
It did. It started small, and we've just progressively built it over the years. And as the industries change, you know, we just follow along with the trends and the changes, and have built it from there.
Yeah, it was really well organized. It was super clean.
Yeah, we keep it clean, and you know, we try and service our customers better that way. You know, they can come out here and look at the parts. They see the quality of the stuff. We treat our stuff good, and they have confidence in it.
What can the customer come just pull their own part? No,
we're a full service yard. We'll let them come out and look at the parts, and then they come and say, hey, I want this, this, and that. We'll come out and pull it for them.
So you could tell them, hey, like we got this Chevy pickup in this row. Go check it out.
Yeah.
If you want the parts, let us know. We'll get them ready.
Or say they want they want a door that's this color, da 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 da.
Okay.
We'll say, come out. Hey, we've got 10 of these pickups that are similar to that color. Come out and check them out. Come back up, give us the stock number, tell us what you want. We pull it, and sometimes we'll deliver it to them, whatever it takes. You know. And
so
then
you have a delivery.
Yeah,
option
also.
How far do you go?
Well, for our own delivery trucks, we just deliver here in the Treasure Valley, but we also ship stuff nationwide. We ship on freight trucks.
Oh, okay.
You know, we ship parts nationwide all week long.
So I assume you have like some type of system people could find the part, like if they're in Maine.
Absolutely. If they look at our website, getusednorthverde.com, they can actually search all of our parts. They can see all of our parts online.
Okay.
So, and this is, when we started, we had an inside storage area about the third of the size of this building right here, and we had 3 racks of transmissions and 3 racks of engines is all we had when I started. Now I've got a huge warehouse inside and 2 big warehouses outside, plus this warehouse here that's just for wheels alone.
So everything in this area has been tested.
Yep.
It's labeled. You know what it goes to.
Tested, plugged, tagged. Yeah. All we got to do is grab it, put it on a pallet, ship it to you, or you can come and pick it up here. Yeah.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah, and this is outdoor storage, mostly all transmissions.
Yeah.
Then our indoor warehouse is mostly all engines, but we do have a separate bay just for transmissions.
Okay.
And small part storage we have over here, and all these, we kind of manufactured these deals out of old truck.
I see that.
Truck takeoff boxes that we bought, and we made that storage over the years.
Just continuing to recycle other things.
Exactly.
I love it.
These are all ones that we just processed. These engines here just got put on pallets and just processed. They're waiting to get put on shelves.
Okay.
But it's a constant process. We're always moving engines in, moving engines out.
And like I said earlier, like it's just so like clean and well organized, which is like not an accident. Like
No.
working in the scrap industry, like you gotta try to make it like
yes, it's taken years of trial and effort to figure out how to do this correctly and make it efficient and use the space efficiently. You know, but engines are a big part of our business. So and you know, if you have an engine that's a high quality engine, you don't want it sitting out in the rain. So you know, we keep them inside, keep them you know, keep them covered up. And then here's another part of our warehouse here that we warehouse transmissions. Just some more transmission storage space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Originally this was, when I built this building, this was all the transmission space we had, and that's why we outgrew it quickly. So that's why I had to add on the other two outdoor warehouses.
It's easy to fill up the space.
It fills up quicker than you think.
We
even as many transmissions and engines that we sell, we can't keep up with the amount we take in. So
I remember when we opened our Boise facility, and when we first got in there, I was like, gosh, there's so much space here. And then before we know it, we need more space.
Exactly. That's the way I felt when we built this. I'm like, oh, I'll never run out of space.
Exactly. Like I kind of thought, I was like, gosh, we're going
to
buy scrap forever and never fill it up. You know? Well, Joe, is there something else you want to?
Yeah, we can go up to the sales counter and show you that. Yeah, I've got some of the best salesmen in the business. They're got years and years of knowledge. People call here, you know, they know they're going to get the right part for them.
So they're answering the phones. They're your first point of contact.
First point of contact. Yeah, these guys are answering the phone and slinging parts all day long, and they're the best at it. First point of contact is these guys right here. This is RJ and Kelly right here, and then Sean. He's our yard dog extraordinaire.
How do most of is it mostly a phone call, emails? How does it usually come in?
We prefer phone calls, yeah.
Phone calls? So like those phone calls are important. You ask the right questions, because we really stress that in our business. When you answer the phone, ask the right questions. You know, get the information you need so you can close the sale, you know, because it costs a lot of money to get that phone call to come here, especially in this day and age, you know.
Yeah, getting that personal contact on the phone with people is super important, because over an email or something, you know, something gets lost in translation a lot of times, and it's so important for people to get the right part. So we have to talk to them. We want to know all the details.
Even if it starts with an email, like it inevitably most of the time ends up in a phone call.
It ends up in a phone call. Yeah. So yeah, let's just cut out the email. Just call us. These guys are here to talk to you.
Give them a call.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Is that a wrap?
And we're back where we started. Man, that was good. Thank you. Thanks for calling.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Recycled Idaho. And as we continue the journey across this great state, we look forward to bringing you more stories of people and organizations putting in the work to do the right thing.